Hello mis amores, I really don't know what this setup is supposed to be and how this works. For once, I'm trying to do a quick intro, which is not gonna work anyway because you know me. My neck hurts. I shouldn't have done that. When doesn't it hurt? We were kind of forced out of the kitchen, and so we're in my room, and I was thinking of what to film. And I have started my crochet journey on this channel. Namely when I tried Etsy gift boxes, or I don't know what I called it. And we made this purse in that video, which is ugly, but mainly because the purse isn't really pretty and also the color is not something that I would choose nowadays. But that's okay, we could still open it up, and we might even open it up in this video, even though I don't even know what I want to make in this color. But I decided to kind of challenge myself today and basically crochet for 24 hours straight. But since we're not straight, we're not gonna do it straight. Aha! I'm not straight. I can't possibly do it. And also, I am no longer 18 years old, and so I do need sleep to exercise and eat. And hopefully get it done in 3 days, so 8 hours each. That is the goal, and I kind of like this challenge because I don't really have a time constraint on making a specific thing or item or project. I more so want to see what I can do in 24 hours. And maybe this is like helpful for beginners to see what they can achieve, because I crochet very, very slowly. Also, I will have to get back into it because I haven't crocheted in months, and even before that I hadn't really ever gotten fully into crocheting. I made this. This was obviously my biggest project. Oh god, this was so repetitive. Just looking at it again. But slow and steady enjoys the race, and maybe by the end of it I will be really fast because I will have crocheted for 24 hours. I do have a couple of things in mind that I would want to make in this video, but like in other news, this video is more so a way to get rid of all of the yarn that I still have, most of which I really don't like anymore. Finally, we're gonna get to my first project. Is gonna be this. This I've started probably a year ago. I don't even know. It took me so long that I kind of eventually stopped. This is supposed to be a beanie at some point. I don't have the instructions anymore, but I think I just remember that I need to make a large rectangle, and then I'm gonna have to sew it together at one end, and then it'll be a beanie like this. I don't even like this checker thing anymore, but I hope, if I hate it on me, that maybe my nephews or my niece will like it. Before we get to the first project, I'm gonna have lunch though, because you can't crochet on an empty stomach. Guess who procrastinated? Me and this beautiful plant. She's so pretty, right? She looks even worse on camera, and probably the lighting is terrible. The lighting is terrible in general, but I will probably move around a lot, so I don't want to have a full-on setup each time. Without further ado, let's get started. How exciting. I remember being so annoyed with the two colors. Having to change them every time just got so annoying. How did I do it? I think these are just double crochets, right? Yeah. They're not called double crochets. They are called something though. Something they're called. Oh, now I gotta do it the same with green. Okay, here we go. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, is that another one? 2, 3, 4. Okay. Oh, that was wrong. I think I should have already used green. I think I'm only going into the back, right? This is really hard, trying to figure out what I've done ages ago. I think this is right. I remember it not being super hard to do, just tedious. I think actually that is crocheting in general. Why is it only 4? Oh, there are only 4 in the previous one. Oopsies. Oopsie, made it. Oopsie. I will show you how to do it on the other side. Oh guys, how do I finish? How do I figure out how to do it? I mean, I probably have to chain, right? I remember now I haven't crocheted So, especially this project, I'm annoyed. I think we all know that I am the last person who should be explaining any crocheting, but I'm still gonna try so that you guys know at least what I'm trying to do. We gotta alternate the colors, but I'm gonna tell you guys about that a little later. First, I think it's like a half double crochet, something like that. I don't even know. So I'm just gonna, oh my god, I've forgotten all of the terms. I think I'm gonna pull the loop, if I'm correct. Then I'm going into the back of the next stitch, only the back. Then I'm gonna pull the loop again, or take my working yarn, pull it through the loop that we just went through, and then we're just gonna do this slip stitch. So take the working yarn and pull it through the 3 loops that you've created, and then you can do that again and again and again. This is the only stitch that we're using. The only thing that makes it a little annoying and tricky is that you always have to take the other color yarn with you. So what you have to do is, I mean, you already saw it. I've got the white, which I'm only gonna start right here. I'm still with the green, and I'm just gonna try to keep the white yarn as close to this as possible. So I'm just pretending that it's part of that, even though it's obviously loose and therefore annoying. Yeah, I'm gonna do the stitch. I'm gonna go through that, and the white yarn just stays close to everything we have created so far. It's just one with that. And then you can just continue. We will now switch our working yarn. We will now work with the white yarn. It's a little bit annoying now to switch, but you basically do the same as you've just done. You will have 5 stitches on top in green. This one is still loose because I'm still working on it. Get it? Get it. You just do that for the rest of the project. Yay, yay, yay. Make sure you've got enough coffee. I mean, I'm not really sure anyone else will do this challenge. I wish I was into audiobooks. I'm only sometimes into audiobooks when I can get into a book and I'm just trying to get through it. I will then just listen to the audiobook while reading so that it goes by quicker and I'm less distracted because I'm reading it while listening to it. And then I will sometimes also just not read when it's really boring. But I haven't had that happen in a little while. See how slow I am, guys? I'm so slow. That was like 1 row and it took me half an hour. I need something to watch, I think, that I can mainly listen to. Oh, Bridgerton would have been perfect for it, but now I finished Bridgerton actually. Can you guys believe? At some point I got not really hooked. It was just nice to have on the background. Like, I guess I was hooked in a way. I could finish Queen Charlotte, but I must say, and I find it really odd because I went to read a couple of reviews after watching a couple of episodes because of how I felt about them. They were mainly very, very positive, and my opinions were not very positive. I thought it was super boring, and so that's why I haven't finished it yet. It was even too boring to have them in the background, unfortunately. If you guys have seen it, tell me why you liked it. We do 3 rows of this alternation and then we kind of have to switch. Now that I'm going back, I still do green on green, white on white, green on green, white on white. But then when we go back again, I will do green on white, white on green, green on white, white on green. We are an hour in. I just stopped it to make some more coffee and a little snacky. Probably can't see any progress, right? I can't either. We can do some kind of like hourly check-ins, but probably not every hour because I will probably need a couple more hours of this. I think I did say that it's a half double crochet, right? Because it definitely is a half double crochet, or it said something similar meaning half double crochet. If I didn't say it, then I definitely said it in my head. That's what I meant. Am I gaslighting you? Maybe. You could also choose not to trust me. Am I the one gaslighting you, or are you gaslighting yourself? Ow! Oh! Your nails! Oh my god. You're distracting me. I'll put it on you, okay? Oh, he doesn't like it. I made a mistake and I blame you, Chili. Hey Siri, play Blame You by Odile. Oh, Bye. Good day. It's the next day, obviously, because I'm wearing something else. Think. Yesterday I didn't get too much work done, unfortunately. And somehow I'm only 5 hours in. And I don't know how that is possible because I've been crocheting so much. I'd be even sadder if more time had passed and this is all I got. Also, this like beanie will probably take a professional crocheter like maybe 4 hours. I'm crying. For the future, I'll remember not to alternate colors because that is just such a pain in the ass and I don't ever want to do that again. I know my sister, like I know my mind. You will never find anyone as trusting or as kind. But Alexander, I'll never forget the first time I saw your face. 8 hours? I don't know, I felt like the last 2 hours I made a bit of progress, but like this is like barely anything. I've got more than half now. Okay, I can't wait to do a painting version of this, but I don't even have a desk. That's the problem. But at least I can show you more stuff. Hello guys. Why are you so low? Come on, heads up. Don't mind this and my coffee. Oh, don't mind this either. It's a beautiful day, right? For you guys at least, because you're watching this video. For me, not so much because I'm really tired today. I am, well, only halfway through. It feels like I've been doing this for like 48 hours by now. This is just my feeling. What makes it even worse is that this is all I've done in 12 hours. In 12 hours. I feel like a broken record, but without alternating colors, I would have been way quicker. Also, my yarn kind of sucks. When I got quicker, something happened that I feel like I didn't pay attention here. The stitches just became way looser and wider. I think we finally reached my circumference. What's it called? Not quite, but I do want it to be tight, so we're almost there. I am going to probably slip stitch this together so that it's a circle. The uglier side, even though both sides are really ugly, I'm also gonna like make this, it's not called slip stitch, just like up down stitch, so that I can then pull it to shut it. I've got more green. Only 13 hours in. We're finally got a circle that looks pretty tight. Ooh, that works. Ta-da. Oh, I don't think you guys want to see that, so. And now I'm kind of just like going back and forth into basically every stitch. I don't think it'll look very good because I think I will have this like big ball on top. You know what, guys? I love how, I mean, I say that not even having finished it, but I love how in my mind this all makes sense. So I didn't really even need instructions. I weaved it through, and if I pull this, then that closes. Yay! That kind of works. There's still a bit of a hole. Does it look like a swimming cap? Because in the viewfinder it kind of does. Maybe I'll keep these loose strands though. They're kind of fun. That's cute, right? Over time this will loosen a little bit. The only thing that I don't really like about it, obviously, but I knew that before I even started. This is quite bulky up here because obviously there's just so much yarn that has just been bunched up here. You know what? This could also just be a fruit bowl. I think I could make this work. What do you think? That, guys, mean we can move on to our second project, which I'm pretty sure will also be our last, because we've got 10 more hours. I was just thinking of doing a book cover. This is so bad. Because I'm trying to get into reading fantasy books. Oh, that could be another challenge. Reading for 24 hours. But I will fall asleep. I won't be able to do that. One thing, apart from the content, which never really intrigued me, that always kept me away from reading fantasy books is that, how do I put this without offending too many people? I think most fantasy book covers are utterly ugly. So bad. They all look kind of similar. I mean, they also kind of sound similar. It's always like the sword of, the revenge of, the heir of, something like that. It's just not my vibe. So I ordered one, which is really ugly. It's supposed to come within the next days, which I would need a cover for because it's so bad. I've never really made a granny square, so I think I'm gonna go with that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use this yarn because I feel like this is the least attached to dust and dirt. I mean, I could use this, but that would be very thick. Like, I don't think I'm gonna even attempt to explain how I'm doing this. Do you know what? I actually like it like this, when it doesn't even cover my ears. Please tell me you like it. Please tell me you like it. I need something to help me keep going. Turns out we have a secret weapon, this yarn, and it tells me to use F4 to 5mm hook. So I think 6 is definitely pushing it. And I actually plan on making a huge square and not 4 small ones because it should turn into the same. Slipknot, what's it called? Slipknot is the band. Chain 4, slip stitch into the first stitch, pull up a loop, pull that through. Wow, we're getting there. Look at this. Yeah. Chain 6, 3 double crochets into our ring. I can do that. I can do it. After I was told how to do it. Okay, I'm not a beginner anymore because this is just way too slow for me, that tutorial. Chain 3, 3 double crochets into our ring. Yarn over, pull through, pull up the loop, go through 2 loops, pull up the loop again, and go through the remaining 2 loops. Again, yarn over, go through the whole. I mean, honestly, I think I did try to explain this in my cardigan crochet tutorial. Look, we've got our granny square. It's not very squarey. I'm sure we'll get there. Slip stitch into the 3rd chain. 1, 2, 3. Slip stitch into the chain space. And chain 6. 3 double crochet. Okay, 1 cluster into the side. Chain 1. And 2 clusters into the corner space. I'm not gonna lie, I just fell asleep. This is so much nicer to make. This is almost just as big as what I made here already. 17:15. So 7 hours to go. Part of the reason I fell asleep might have also been because my god, when did I buy this? Probably in 2018. For 8 years or so, I've been trying to read To Kill a Mockingbird. Yeah, I've tried it myself, like probably 3 times, and I got to like maybe page 60 or 50, but stopped every time because, I don't know, something about it just never got me hooked. But it's like such a classic that, because I've studied English, I feel like I should have read. Now I'm listening to the audiobook, and I'm not gonna lie, the audiobook isn't much more intriguing to me. Today it is regarded as a masterpiece of American literature, and I don't know, I've read better stuff. For those of you who are still watching this video, thank you so much. And for those of you, you can breathe now. But now this is off balance. Anywho, I was minding my business, doing my big ass granny square. And I was like, oh, I probably still have so many more rows to go. But then I decided to check and I realized, oh, it is way too big for this. So I decided to check with the next book that I'm gonna read because I'm actually kind of running out of books to read that I currently own. So now I gotta read Acts of Service, which is a book that Naomi once gave to a friend of ours, and she didn't really like it, but she gave it to me last time she came over and was like, maybe you'll like it. And so I decided to check with it, and I realized my cover has the perfect size. It will kind of be like an envelope, no? And this goes here. We're gonna slip stitch this. Also gonna do the same here. It's the perfect size for this size of book. And we're finished off. I think I'm just gonna make a chain. In doing so, we will have something to then bind around the cover in order to stop it from opening up. At the end of the chain, I kind of want to add maybe a like monstera leaf or like a pothos leaf. Snip. Ta-da! Wait, what is that? Oh, I still have to weave that in. Oh, I thought I was done. I still have 1 hour left, so I don't know what to do with that 1 hour. Ooh, I could actually... my friend made me a crochet bag, but it's a little bit too long for me, so I've been meaning to shorten a halter. What's it called? Now, finally, the big reveal, guys. Whee! Put that in, nice and snug. Do that, swirly swirl it around like so. Ta-da! Am I doing a giveaway? Would anyone even want this? I fucked up, guys. It won't open like this. Something's not right and I can't figure it out. It just won't separate. That took so long that we're almost there now. We got it! We're there! I've barely got anything to show you. That is so bad. 24 hours? And that's what I've done. This is all I've done. Even now that I definitely know how long it takes, but even before, I've always known how long it takes to crochet. It just doesn't look like it's taken forever to make. This, it just looks so small. This looks like a cute little 1 hour situation. I mean, at least I've almost used up all of the orange yarns, so that's something. I was definitely way slower now than I ever was at crocheting, and I wonder why that is. Even though I didn't do 24 hours straight, it was still kind of exhausting to make this video. But even in saying that, I would still be very curious, or I would like to make this with other things. Let me know if that's something you'd be into. Obviously, it can always be something that I've also never really done before. Maybe it's even better because then I can definitely put like beginner does for 24 hours. Straight. Let me know other crafts that I could do. To anyone who's never crocheted, I hope this doesn't discourage you. I'm just very, very slow. Maybe I'm just a slow person in general. Like even when I draw and paint, it takes me forever to finish something, if I even finish it at all. I've been reading so much for years and years and years, but I'm still such a slow reader. Like it takes me forever to read. I'm probably not the best person to measure things properly. Well, I gotta go. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Entonces, nos vemos la próxima vez. Bye.